Hey everyone, it's Dr. K. So the previous post we did was on listening foot, and the basis of it is all this great sensory information is going up to your brain from the foot and its contact on the surface of the ground. This drill right here is a home mobilization that if you notice you have foot and ankle rigidity, it's meant to improve that sensory feedback, getting all that valuable information from the ground up so that your lower legs can fire up in the right sequence, your glutes can activate, we can prevent any unwanted or bad movement habits or patterns. So if you notice that you have foot rigidity, this is a great way to kind of address that on your own. If not, and you hadn't had a chance to take a look at that other post, by all means, go learn something about yourself. So first things first, we're going to start by mobilizing around the toes. So literally, what you can do with one hand is just block out any toes that you're not moving, and then use the other hand to really stress and pull on those toes in either direction. You're going front to back, and you might even go a little bit side to side, but basically all we're doing is just mobilizing a couple of times, and then we're moving on to the next toe. So you'll kind of go down the chain, mobilizing again front to back and a little bit side to side, just to kind of get a little bit of distraction from the tension in your foot and any of the connective tissue and fascia. So, you're going to notice that if you start to incorporate this into your daily routines, you're actually going to probably notice more feedback in your foot, but also you're going to notice it's very relaxing. It feels very good. So, now that we've gone through, the toes themselves, I'm going to go ahead and start to block underneath the toes around the bones, and literally I'm just kind of shifting front to back. And so literally I'm just blocking with one hand and shifting and rotating with the other, and we're getting good motion in the foot, in the bones in the foot. You might even feel a release, which feels pretty nice. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mobilize around our ankle and our calcaneus. So if you're at home, you can block yourself with a dining room chair or your couch, but basically you're going to let your ankle hang off the side of the seat that you're on, and you're literally going to just come in here and you're going to mobilize up and down and front to back just to get motion in the joints. It's a very subtle motion, but the idea is, if it's rigid to begin with, we're going in here and we're cleaning this up. We're trying to fix this problem ourselves. So once I have that done, I'll go ahead and get back into my start position. And this time what I'll do is I'll really kind of start to stress and pull in different ranges of motion, like I'm really flexing and twisting my foot, and I'll flex and twist it in the other direction as well. And again, none of this is meant to hurt or cause pain, but what we're really trying to do is just kind of take it to its end range. You might feel a little uncomfortable, but we're just trying to get it to its end range so that you can kind of remind your body that, hey, it has all this available, foot positioning and range of motion in there that we expect it to utilize. Next thing that I'll do is I'm going to actually get on the ground, and all we're going to do is we're going to influence the bend in our foot. So, you can always come with both legs on your toes, or you can even go single leg if you want. But the idea is I want to try and stress as much upward, extension from that first toe as much as possible in a good, healthy position. So, I might even kind of come and rock on my left side so that I can really maximize the bend in that toe on that right foot. And so I might mobilize in that 5 or 10 times, just to kind of get some good range of motion in there. And I might even work the opposite side, just to get some good range of motion in there. And then all I'm going to do from here is I'm going to start to flex my foot to get the range in the opposite direction. So you might come down into like a seated position, just like this, and you see like we're getting all this great, plantar flexion, getting stress on the shin, coming down into the ankle, into the foot. And if you want to, You might even pull your ankle into a more stressed position by lifting your knee off the floor. So, you could do it for a static hold and breathe into it, or you could even mobilize into it. So, you'll just continue to breathe nice and relaxed, but you're just doing reps where you're lifting your knee off the floor, really getting good, extension, mobilization in the front of your shin. So after you're done with that, you should notice that you're definitely feeling an increased sensory awareness in your foot. Foot should be nice and mobile. You're gonna feel that it's probably even a little bit of rush of blood towards your lower extremity. And then more importantly, whenever you have your feet flat on the floor, you'll probably notice that there's a little bit more, increased sensory awareness from all the information coming in from the ground up. So go ahead and give it a try. See how that works for you to mobilize at home. Pretty important but often overlooked concept is, taking care of our feet, mobilizing our feet. So, if you notice that you have, knee problems or hip problems or low back problems even, I would also start to include this as part of your maintenance care. So, celebrating your success already. Stay strong, inspire others.